What's up, everybody? Well, I got a little bit different video for you guys today. I decided to go with my mom since I piggyback and pay my phone bill off of her account because it's way cheaper that way than having your own. Well, to make her bill a little better, they fiddled with their stuff and made it have us have faster internet and all that stuff, and they gave us this thing, which I don't really need, but figured, hey, it makes the bill cheaper? Why the hell not? I'll at least maybe get to use it if it's useful for uploading YouTube videos, if it doesn't have like a hard cap of like 20 gigs or something like that, which would be stupid for a home internet gateway. You'd be like, all right, let's go watch The Sopranos. Oh shit, we're out of internet, honey. I guess we can't do anything else. That'd be pretty stupid. But it might have like a terabyte cap or something like that, which I would hit pretty quick. My videos are usually 30 to 50 gigs. Sometimes even more if they're like an hour long or something like that. But I figured, hey, let's at least give it a shot. So I figured in this video I'll unbox it, take a look at this weird looking whatever it is. I'm assuming it's probably like a built-in Wi-Fi router thing all in one, kind of like what you'd get from a cable company. But I figure we'll unbox it, take a look at it, and then pit it up against Charter's best internet. So with that said, let's get to unboxing. Well, all right, usually I would go over the box and whatnot, but this is literally a gray box that says Verizon Internet Gateway on one side. It's made of 100% recycled material on the back and some Wi-Fi, what do they call that? Stuff from the FCC. And then like there's a weird little thing with a bunch of what looks like sensitive information. I doubt it actually is, but it just looks weird. It's not like a dress or anything, but I figured screw it. Let's just get to just unboxing the thing this time. So let's set it like this because it looks to be like one of those ones that opens, yep, at the bottom like that. Okay, so we've got a startup guide right here, supposedly. All right, so it's one of those ones where you scan a QR code with your phone kind of dealios, okay. And then you just take that off of there. I think I can handle that with all the unboxings I've done. Hey, it kind of looks like a Series X. To be perfectly honest. So now both of them can look like a router. The PS5 looked like a router I had in the early 2000s, and now I've got one that looks like the Series X in 2026. All right, what else is in here? All right, nothing in there, but I'm betting you, or hoping, that there's like a plug and everything in here. Yep, wall wart. Yep, just a wall wart, and they're assuming that you're probably going to use this as a mostly Wi-Fi thing, but it might have like hookups in the back for you to hook up like an Ethernet switch, so you can have hardwired stuff too. I don't know, we'll have to take a look around it, because now we're pretty much done unboxing. It's pretty bare bones, but what do we really expect? For now, let's take a closer look at what you get in the box. So here is the device. It kind of just looks like a gray, smaller Series X, which is kind of funny. So you got the little Verizon logo in the corner there. The top's got some ventilation. I doubt it has a fan or anything in there. That would be kind of weird. I've never seen that in something like that, but who knows? Maybe since it uses cellular, maybe it needs that. So yes, you do have LAN 1 and 2, so you can hook up two computers right to it, or you could hook up some switches to both of them and be good, and then just use the Wi-Fi as a Wi-Fi. So now you also have your power thing, reset switch, and then your USB-C. I have no idea what that would be for. Maybe for like diagnostics, for like if a Verizon guy has to come over, hook his laptop up to it. Maybe it's just for charging random stuff you have around your house. You want to hook up a controller charger to it because you don't want to hog a wall wart for it. Well, bam, there you go. Now you got that one. Just an example. No idea for sure though. Then you also, of course, get your wall wart. And then you just get a little how-to little thing that says setup guide, and it's basically just a QR code that you scan and what have you, and then using an app to get the rest of the race started. So I guess with that, I gotta go power this thing on, and then I think what we'll do is just use an ally to test the internet speed between Charter and it. We'll go test do an internet speed test real quick. We'll test downloading the same game on Charter and then on that one, and then I'll go and play some game or some games of some kind, something that uses internet. Heck, maybe I'll just use that one I was just doing today. That one would probably work. But either way, let's get started. Well, so far we are not off to a good start. I know it's not in the most optimal location. It really wanted me to put it by a window, but there wasn't really any place I could put it that was right by a window. Not in my place. So, next best place, counter in my kitchen. So we got 2 bars, the little symbol at the bottom is on, but I keep on getting this stupid thing, keeps saying, I can't communicate, restart. I don't want to restart it again because it took me about literally 30 minutes to get that stupid Wi-Fi light at the bottom to actually come back. Yep, nope, it failed again. Yep, see, it just wants me to do it again. So instead, I'm going to use Madness. I'm going to sit here over and over again because it does have a solid white light. I mean, I'm not that great with colors, but I'm pretty sure that is white. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here and keep doing that for a little bit, but we are not off to a good start. So far, Charter did infinitely better because it was just plug it in and it worked. Well, plug the router in, give it like 5 minutes to like do the same thing. Like, you know, then hook your router up to it, or hell, half the people probably just use the built-in router Charter gives you, so it's even easier for them. So plug it in, boom, internet. This thing is, hey, go through this really tedious process that should work your first try, and a 90-year-old grandma could probably do this, but since it's me, it just doesn't want me to. This happens like all the time. I've told so many stories where my friends were like, hey, let's get this no CD key. All right, you just have to follow the directions. They all have no problem with it. Doesn't work for me. Follow the directions to a T. But then they come over to my house and it still doesn't work for them. And I'm like, see? There's some weird shit when it comes to software with me and routers and printers where all that shit hates me. There's like a little fairy or something sitting there like laughing like, ha ha ha, look at this dumb. He can't get this thing to work. But anyway, I'm just gonna sit here and try for a little bit longer. Oh no, I might give it to like 10 or something like that, maybe 11. And if it still can't connect, well then I'm just gonna call it a fail and give up, I guess. Or maybe I'll hit up tech support and see what's what. Not something I really like doing, but hey, sometimes you gotta do shit you don't like doing. Well, unfortunately, I think I'm defeated for the night. I've been sitting here off and on, just taking breaks, but no matter what I do, this is all I get. So, no matter what. Looks like we're having trouble connecting. Alright, so now it won't even try. This is supposed to be really easy. I figured we'd click on this and we would be done in no time. So, it forces you to watch a video, I might add, but we're not gonna do that. Fuck that. Alright, continue. Let's get started. Alright, cool. All that's been done like a billion times. Alright, ready for setup. Gotcha. Use the 5G compass. I did the best I could with that. So, test here. Continue. I mean, we're as close as we're gonna get without like making the thing float. So, turn left to face the tower. Yeah, and even if I turn left, there we go. So, close enough. So we'll just test here. Okay, already done. It's solid white lights. Now, let's just see what it does. We'll just kind of set my phone right there and we'll refocus. You still probably won't be able to read it from all the way back there. And the AC is on blowing on me, so sorry if it's making like a weird wind noise. I was getting a little overheated, so I turned it up a bit. I swear I could almost feel myself getting pelted by, like, snow. I know it's all in my head, but it feels so cold. But yeah, that'd be great if reverse psychology works. Anytime for you guys I try to show something messing up, it reverse psychologies it and then it works. When I'm trying to show you it doesn't, I'm like, haha, well fuck you. I wanted it to work in the first place. I don't like making videos showing stuff not work, so. Still sitting there communicating away. Well, not really. So far, it's never once communicated with the gateway. And it's literally touching the gateway, so it physically cannot get any closer to the gateway than it already is. If it's a connection issue. Although there is another stipulation, they don't really specify whether they want you to be on like 5G or the Wi-Fi that this thing comes with, but you can't use this thing's Wi-Fi yet until you finish setting it up. So that would be a really dumb conundrum in my opinion. Like no one would ever be able to set it up and there would be nothing but problems and it would definitely not get touted as a, you know, easy setup thing. Which don't get me wrong, if everything worked, the setup would have been extraordinarily easy. But as you can plainly see, so far, we have not really had a lot of issues. Nope, see, no matter what, it just tells us to restart this gateway. I have restarted this thing, I'm not exaggerating this time, at least 60 to 70 times. And I've sat here using madness, just sitting here trying over and over again to just tell it to, hey, no, it's fine. But, you know, you gotta give up eventually. It's like 1:40 in the morning. I'm just gonna say screw this. I'll just have to call them because the AI helped me as much as it could. But it was not able to do anymore. So I'm just gonna chill out. I guess we'll have to make a pause on the video until the morning because I'm not getting nowhere. So it is what it is. Well, it is another day, and after spending at least an hour and 45 minutes trying, even level 2 tech couldn't figure it out. So the only thing that I can say is I think you honestly just have an unlucky streak. You just got a dud. You have to go get a new unit. So, I don't know. I might not even bother. Although, I think I'm stuck with it for a month anyway. So, I might as well just go in and get a new one. But I'll probably try to just say, hey, I'm not really that interested. I was just going to experiment with it, but I really don't think it can compete with Charter's business class gigabit internet. I was just hoping it might be able to get close in the upload speed, if not beat it by like, maybe get like 80 or something upload speed instead of fucking 40. That way it doesn't take me 2 hours to upload a video, but no, I don't think that would happen anyway. I tested it out on my phone, and my phone gets like respectable, like 500, 600 down, but then only like, I think it was like 12 to 18 up, so it's even less than Charter. I used to get crazy upload speeds with Charter, and my phone isn't limited or whatever. I think this thing would be limited to like a 380 megabyte per second plan or something. They never mentioned upload though, so I have no idea what that would have been, but if it's anything like my phone, I don't think it would have been very viable, unless the antennas in that thing are just so much better than my phone, which could obviously be. It's a gigantic thing that's plugged right into a wall versus something that has to, you know, deal with the constraints of a battery and whatnot, and small little antennas. But who knows? But I think for now, we're just gonna wrap this up as a big old fail, because this was supposed to be a Verizon internet versus Charter, but it turned out being a spend 2 days trying to get it to work when it's supposed to press yes on an app 5 or 6 times and you're supposed to have internet. That's what the damn lady in the YouTube video made it seem like, and I was like, wow, I wish it was that easy. But no, I can't even get my shit to connect. I can't get it to do anything. And then it seemed like it got stuck in this weird situation where the app never told me this, but you have to be on its Wi-Fi to finish the process, but it won't let you use the Wi-Fi until you're done with the process. So it's kind of like you're stuck in a conundrum where you have to use both things, but neither one can work. So I don't think that was supposed to happen. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to just, hey, there you are, I see it on the phone, now you can customize it. But instead it's all like, I can't see it. You can try me 50, 60, 70, 80 times, all you want. I'm never gonna work. So, sorry about the long outro, but I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. If I do end up getting another one of these, I will try part 2 of the video. But it's already left a pretty big sour taste in my mouth, but I'd at least like to maybe try and get a different one just for other people that are interested in how these things perform. But if I was like someone who's completely technology inept, I would just say, nah, you know what? This thing's a piece of shit. I don't know what's going on with it. Take it back. I don't think that's an option, but that's probably what most people would try to do at this case. But that is all for the video, so I hope you guys still enjoyed the video. I wished it was like an actual versus, like it was supposed to be, but all that ended up being was a big old fail, and wow, Verizon is not very good. But it's not really completely Verizon's fault. Duds do happen. I'm just one of the unlucky ones. Usually if a dud product is gonna happen, I'm the one that receives it when it's something like this. So it's not like I'm going, oh my god, Verizon's terrible, oh my god. No. Just, I had a shitty run of luck this time, so I'd like to grab another one and give it another chance. Either way, if I do end up doing that, I'll make a part 2 video. If not, well, I probably just decided it wasn't worth it. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And I'd give a peace out with that hand, but it's still healing. So, we'll just do a peace out with the left hand. So peace out, and until the next video.